I hear the call of the stars.
G'day guys, Duckville here for game number 4 between sixjaxDDE and ST Ace from the Geforce Starcraft 2 Pro-Am tournament, which is currently taking place at the moment. A lot of famous faces in this tournament, so make sure you jump onto geforce.com and just have a look through the links there to get to the events page, which will show you all the details there, and you can grab these reps yourself, or you can have a look at some of the other reps of the games which have taken place at the tournament. But of course, past two games, we're currently, past three games, sorry, we're sitting at 2-1 in favour of Ace. He's done a fantastic job of actually dealing with these styles that DDE has gone for. First game actually switching into carriers after seeing a mech style, then in game number 2 just actually succumbing to a bio style, which was just a little bit weird at the start of the game. But then game number 3 we saw that Void Ray play, just pushing up the ramp and then just having way too much for DDE to deal with. So at the moment we'll see what DDE is going to go for this time. Perhaps it will be that crazy 1-1-1 with the Banshee tank and Marine combo, or some version of that. There's about 53 different versions of that. I'm surprised to see there's somewhere you can go for more Marauders, and somewhere you can go for more Marines, and somewhere you can go for less tanks or more tanks, and it just goes on. And sometimes you get a Raven chucked in there as well. So it could be something we may see from DDE if he wants to secure a win. It's definitely, as of late, a very good way to do that. But we've just got at the moment standard sort of opening. We'll probably see the gas just come up in just a momento, but we'll see what he's going to do. As I said, it will be interesting. Of course, we are on Geforce in these in the horizontal positions where they are a little tiny bit closer than being in cross spots. But at the moment, Ace is going to scout out and see exactly what DDE is up to. Going to see his opponent first time, which is always very good to see. And it's still waiting for that gas from a DDE. It looks as if he's just going to scout out for the moment, not actually going to get that just yet. But switching into that orbital command straight away. Ace now coming inside, sees that there is no gas on that side, sees no gas on this side, and that signals to him that it's probably going to be some sort of fast expansion. Now, he will be able to tailor his build based on that. So we'll see if perhaps this was some sort of crazy mind game again from DDE, or if it is actually going to be a quick expand. It does look like it is going to be. He's just got one Marine out to check out what is happening in the main base to make sure that there is no hidden pylon or anything like that. And he's just going to scout around to see what's happening. But the SCV, unfortunately, going into the wrong position for DDE, so he's not going to get straight into the base to see exactly what Ace is up to. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's no Stalker out just yet for Ace. He does have the second gas up and running. He's going to be mining away at that, getting that going as swiftly as he can. Warpgate Tech started along with a Stalker. This standard sort of opening here from Ace, just getting that Stalker first, not worried about any sort of early pressure, of course. And when you're against a fast expand, what pressure would there be? Perhaps this SCV will get into the fight and get his drills out and start poking probes in the eye or something like that. Do they have eyes? I don't know if they even have eyes. They got one eye, so he could poke the probe in the eye, and that could be dangerous. But the Stalker comes out, going to take out this SCV before he gets too much done. We see him die right about now. There you go. And it looks as if, again, we have an interesting position on the pylon for Ace. I'm not sure. No, DDE did not see that. So he could have some tech just starting up in the bottom, in the top right hand corner there. But two gates have started just for the moment here, so he could be going for something just normal sort of pressure related that you do see against an early expand. Once you get out a few sentries, you can force field off the bunkers that are at the front door normally, and then just actually blast through with some Stalkers. But it looks as if the command center is done. Going to switch that straight into the planetary fortress and be able to get his efficient mining on the way. And there it is. Interesting. Twilight Council coming in here from Ace. It looks as if he is going to be scouted yet again by DDE. DDE just sending in this SCV, and he's going to check out exactly what is going on. Going to see the Cybernetics still spinning away on that Warpgate Tech, which is just about done. Probes being pulled off the line there. That is a big sign that someone is trying to hide something. Trying to get around the rest of the base, did not actually get inside. The SCV goes down, and all he saw was that robo facility being built. So that could be just a little bit of a, perhaps a little bit of a distraction there by Ace, just thinking that it was going to be a normal sort of build. But I am thinking, is it Blink? Yes, it is. It is Blink on the way. So Blink is on the way. What I'm thinking, we've got a pylon down here, is that there could be an Observer or a Warp Prism, which could be really fun. Really want to see Warp Prisms being used more by the pros these days. The only person who ever uses it is White Ra. So We'd love to see something like that. Now, the advantage of coming in through the backside of the base is that with these 2 bunkers up here with pretty much all of the defensive forces of DDE sitting inside them, he's not actually going to be able to come through. And in fact, look at that. He actually scouts out what is happening here. That scouts the pylon, so he should be ready for that at the moment. There is 1 tank coming out, which should get out just in time. A few more Marines want to come out, but they're actually supply blocked just at the moment. Currently sitting on 38 of 38, cancelling the supply depot. He's going to bring the tank across, may be able to actually just come through here and poke away at the pylon. It's just out of range, especially with no siege tech available. Pokes that probe though, and the probe goes down. This pylon will probably go down as well, I would think. He should be able to. There you go. And here comes an observer. It's Trouble Town for DDE. Blinks up on top of the ridge there. Going to use these stalkers just to bust through the backside of the base. And the main is going to be in trouble. These Marines now coming through here. This is the problem with your fast expand. Of course, it is risky, but when you're against a player who's going to do some crazy blink strats, this gets even riskier. Some of these Marines are going to go down. 1 goes down. There's still 1 in very low health there. He's currently sitting on 5 health, but now some stalkers in the front. Again, stalkers at the front ramp of the natural expansion there. Going to force the command center to lift up. He's going to have the stalkers in the back again, I would assume, just waiting for this observer to get into position there. But it looks as if he does force back the stalkers at the front door, and now going to have to face them at the back. And we'll probably see again, this is just this fantastic micro of Ace. He's done this time and time again, where he actually micros all of his forces around with different hotkeys, or just actually moves them around. In fact, does not actually have all of his stalkers hotkey, but that is pretty much it. We're going to see the end of DDE here in this particular part of the Geforce Starcraft Pro-Am tournament, and that is going to be it. There's just not enough left over. GGO, and that is it for DDE. So hope you guys enjoyed this series of games. As mentioned, jump on to geforce.com, jump into the events section, and you can find all of the replays for this event, essentially all of them, and also go and check out the cast from Husky and Day 9, who did most of the other games as well, and also the game station. So cheers to all of them. Make sure you check out some of the other videos on my channel, leave some feedback, and let me know how it's all going. Cheers.